we'll see the electric Kyler Murray. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Cards and the Bengals, and
set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big time game.
MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Mixon last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Burrow. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Caught on the slant. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They go play action with Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Kari Blossomgame, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And normally in this spot, we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time, it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the 27, Murray. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on. Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The throw over the middle, taken in. The 40. 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well. They have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Another try for Mixon. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Play fake. Murray. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Murray off play action. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that. Charles, defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray, he's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Murray going to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, a 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
And that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the 1st half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals going to take over late in this 1st half, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. looking to pass. This is caught. It's Boyd. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. McPherson's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A final shot before half for Murray. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So we've reached halftime here in the quick. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Take it in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Murray now on first down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. Here we go. I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
11 mighty.
Mixon is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And this time he is in. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cardinal offense takes back over. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
Murray now on first down. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 55 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Up the middle with Barkley. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 44, Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. To try again after the sack, Murray. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Murray now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 27-21, 65 seconds remaining. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. To throw is Murray. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw. Murray. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter.
We all knew the situation. We're in the fourth quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And now all the focus, it shifts to the Bengals. Trailing by a point, 46 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Here's Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow complete to Boyd. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
11 empty, 11 mighty, 11
Burrow.
mighty.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And his kick is indeed good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster Lester, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have